and I truly believe that he has no idea what he's got himself into.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being accompanied by Juice Robinson from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing 222 pounds. Switchblade Jay White.
Well, Switchblade Jay White made his surprise return last Wednesday night at Dynamite. Jeff, it was a very timely, very welcome return, especially considering what Hangman Adam Page was about to do.
I mean, all the way back to square one. The Collision right outside of Memphis, South Haven. That's where it went south for Jay White. I can assure you that he's dialed in. Hangman, he got going last year at Wrestle Dream with Swerve. Hangman,
and his opponent,
I have no
Cody
idea
Chun.
what's going to happen this Saturday, but Jay White's got his focus on him.
Well, Jay White taking on Cody Chun here tonight, as Jay White remains to be seen if there is any ring rust for him, Tony. I mean, he looked great in that brief moment we saw him 1 week ago, but doesn't tell the whole story, just a few seconds.
No, the story's going to be told right here of what shape he is in. Now, of course, Juice is out here with him, guns up, as you see, and you can see how determined that he is on just that collar and elbow tie-up. Big moment for Jay White. I can tell you that right now, and he looks in phenomenal shape.
I was about to say that, Tony. He looks phenomenal. The first Grand Slam champion, New Japan Pro Wrestling. The guy just has it all. He literally has charisma. In and out of the ring, he can go, he can wrestle, he can brawl. And when he showed up last week in Pittsburgh, I knew that he meant business because I was there that night when he went down. He has absolutely got the revenge factor for Hangman.
Now Jay White, shoulders to the midsection on Cody Chun. And Jay White, of course, with not only with Juice Robinson in his corner, but also Austin and Colton Gunn. As Cody Chun, Manhattan drop. And the drop kick takes down Switchblade Jay White.
The gun's taken out, of course, by Hangman in Pittsburgh, as we saw with that steel chair backstage.
Tell you what, Cody Chun's showing a little fire. I just think, does Jay White have a little ring rust? Go for the cover.
Yep, there you go.
Could be ring rust indeed. Jay White, though, kicking out at one.
My man Juice oozes charisma, does he not?
He's something else, man. There's nobody like Juice. And look at right about Cody Chun. I mean, this kid is wrestled 7 years, but Double J, he got wiped out. Look at the face.
Exactly. He's dialed in. There's no ring rust there.
Yeah.
I can assure you, Jay White is one of the very, very, very best in the world. And when he gets dialed in, laser focused, coming off a layoff, coming off the injury, once he gets dialed in, at times, I truly believe on this AEW roster, he is the guy to beat.
You know, we talk so much about who's the hardest hitter, hardest chopper in AEW. A lot of guys can step up to that. But right now, we're seeing Jay White hit as hard as anyone we've seen in a long, long time. He is just laying it in here, Cody Chun.
Yeah, it seems like a couple missteps there from Switchblade Jay White. Refocused and remotivated White, as now he's in the driver's seat. And those chops punishing the chest of his opponent.
You know, as a performer, when you've had a little layoff and you get in there, you absolutely have some nerves. Once the ring rust is knocked off, he gets this thing kicked into fourth and fifth gear.
Vicious Uranage, and now this could be the end of the night for Cody Chun. Blade runner from Switchblade Jay White. That's got to be it. And it was.
Wow. Do you think Hangman's watching, Shivani?
I think he is. I think he should be. If not, that was a decisive win, Jeff Jarrett.
Absolutely. You know, I faced Hangman, and when I saw him last week in Pittsburgh and he backed off, I don't see Hangman be vulnerable much, but he did last week.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Now let's see what Jay White has to say here.
Guns up from the Spokane Gold members! Hangman, I told you, you are one of two men that knocked me off of my path to the AEW World Championship. That means you are one of two wrongs that I have to correct. And Hangman, you are lucky number one. Last week, I made that very, very clear to you, Hangman. So now I ask you, what are you going to do about it? I'd imagine Hangman, he won't be quiet about it. I'd imagine he's going to be coming around that bend, guns blazing, steaming from the ears, veins popping out of his head because I meddled in his business. And now the Hangman is coming for me. And that's perfect, because that is exactly what I want. I want Hangman versus Switchblade once more. And Hangman, when I beat you, when I put an end to this new you, I will move on to correcting wrong number 2. Then I will move on to the gold. I'm not done. Look, it's funny. It's funny that the same voices that have booed and despised me for years are now the same voices that are willing into existence. Switchblade Jay White, AEW World Champion, and Hangman, it starts with you. Hangman, it all starts with you, and it starts this Saturday at Wrestle Dream.
Whoa.
Giddy up, cowboy!
Switchblade, Jay White naming the night, naming the place, Wrestle Dream, this Saturday night in Tacoma.
Is that a challenge or a match made?
The challenge is what it is right now.
And Hangman Adam Page, he's been so deeply unsettled as of late. You never know what he's going to do. But I have to suspect that Hangman Adam Page, he's not going to back down from a challenge like that.
Not at all. You're right. You're right. He will accept the challenge.